Hello, hello, Anarashinhos. Good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Let's go to our almost last one. Like this is the one before the last. Next lesson is the last. So basically, we're almost at the end of job interview bootcamp. It's the penultima lesson. We have an interesting topic today. I think you're gonna like it. First of all, I want to congratulate you on finishing almost everything. So you did the start questions, you did the negotiation, you've done the great questions asking. The interview is now over. And what do we do at the end of an interview? It's very important to have the perfect ending. It's not perfect because we are humans, so we are not perfect, okay? But it's the best possible so you could have a good ending in your interview. You could finish with a cherry on the top, okay? The recency effect. This is very important, okay? People remember the very last thing they experience. A strong, confident exit leaves the recruiter with a positive final impression of you as a professional because you've had a very good interview so far. If you followed these steps that I gave you, you have done a great job. But in the end of the interview, do you say, okay, thank you, bye, you too, blah, blah, blah? No, you don't. Don't be awkward, okay? The recency effect, it's the last thing you do, it's what the people remember the most about you, how you end a conversation, how you finish your presentation, anything like that. So if your last 60 seconds are awkward, are weird, weak, or desperate, that is the feeling the recruiter takes with them. Like, oh my God, she was so awkward at the end. So we need to talk about the perfect ending, okay? All right. The final pitch. Okay, this is important. The final pitch, it's if they ask, okay? Sometimes, right at the end, the recruiter asks, sometimes they ask, is there anything else you would like to share before we wrap up? So, is there something else that you would like to say, ask, or present, or show? Most people just say, no, I think we covered everything. And this is a missed opportunity, okay? Use this moment to your final pitch. It's like a 30-second summary. Like, for example, yeah, actually, yes, I just want to reiterate how excited I am about this role based on your conversation today, on our conversation today. I am very confident and blah blah blah. Okay, so it's it's a good way to finish. It's a good way to add and recap everything you told about yourself and remind them that you would really love the opportunity to join the team and be part of the team, helping the team, and blah blah blah. Okay, this way you just reminded them why you are the best candidate right before they score your interview because they are going to score your interview. So it's very important that you follow this strategy. Of course, and this is only if they ask the question, is there anything else you would like to say or share before we wrap up? If they don't ask this, it's just a matter of finishing up. So securing the timeline. Okay? If you don't ask what if sorry, if you don't ask the recruiter what happens next, you will have a panic attack every time your phone rings for the next 2 weeks. You need to secure the timeline. So for example, first of all, the strategy here is don't not to be passive, okay? Ask them professionally when you can expect an answer. So, for example, before we leave the meeting or before we sign off, could you let me know what your timeline looks like for the next steps? What can I expect to hear? What? No, when? Sorry. When can I expect to hear back from you? So, in this way, you are in control because if they give you a timeline and they don't send you anything by that time, you have the professional right to follow up, to ask if something went wrong, what's going on, blah blah blah. Okay, so you are in control of the timeline. It's important. The virtual goodbye I put here because some people they participate in online interviews like on Zoom or Google Meet, okay? Normally Zoom, Teams as well. So, the when you say bye, let's try not to say I don't know, bye. Try not to look at the screen. If you say bye, look at the camera so they can see your eyes and use a better vocabulary. Just bye. Just say thank you. So thank you for your time, Fulano. I really enjoyed our conversation. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Have a nice day. Always be gentle and nice, okay? Always. Always. Vocabulary check. This is the part where I wanted to get because this is the part where it's important to practice. Always practice the body of the text. Create with your own profession, your own uh, role goal, the role that you want to do the interview, make the interview, participate in an interview. Today I'm late. I'm slow. I'm slow today. It's 9:20 in the morning. Leave me alone. So let's check the vocabulary. We have professional phrase and meaning. The professional phrases here are to wrap up. Wrap up it's when you want to finish something, okay? Especially a meeting or a conversation. So or a presentation. Wrap it up is finish, conclude, okay? Reiterate. Sorry, reiterate. It's a difficult word to say. It's to repeat something for emphasis, okay? So repeating your interest, for example. Moving forward is when you are looking at the next steps. So the things you will do after the meeting, okay? And to sign off is to disconnect from a call or log out of a site, of a website. So sign off, okay? That is it. This is a smaller lesson because it's the goodbye lesson because you are ending the meeting, yes, the conversation, the interview. But next lesson, we are going to finish, wrap it up perfectly. We are going to talk about the follow-up emails, the how to professionally write, what's the vocabulary, what are the grammar structure that you should use when you are going to send a follow-up email or a follow-up call. a follow-up message. So usually it's email for the international businesses. They like email a lot. So we are going to study the best grammar structures and the best vocabulary to use when you are in this type of situation, when you have to follow up to see if they made a decision, if you got the job, if you didn't get the job. So we're going to talk about. Next class is more technical. We are going to use structures, grammar. If you like that, come to next class. It's the last lesson. Don't miss it. Kisses from Teacher Bella, and I'll see you on Thursday, 7 p.m. Bye.